Well. What a journey this has been, and I'm very glad that I chose to make this and stick through with it. This is it. Hello, everybody, travelers or whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna keep saying travelers have just been such a institution in my mind, but I don't know, guys and gals, movie people. I don't know. Hello, welcome to the season finale of The Last of Us. As we know, season 2 has been confirmed. As usual, we got old Joel and Ellers over here to join us. I promise when season 2 happens, I'll have hopefully a much better background set up. Funny enough, this might be the shortest episode. Kind of is unfortunate. And it just means, to me, they're going to compact a lot of this, but is what it is. As always, I'm judging this based on its merits as a show, but also as a direct comparison to the game. That's it. It'd be nice if we have one final cold open. I doubt that we will. But anyway, I don't have much else to say to this aside from thanks for joining and watching the reactions along with me. Do we actually have a cold open? We do, finally. Hey, Ashley Johnson! If you don't know, this is the actress who plays Ellie in the game. Which makes sense. Firefly hangout. Yeah, pregnant and close to giving birth and you're hoofing it. You giving birth solo in here, kiddo? This is a quiet place. Uh-oh. So what, gives birth, infected comes in, Marlene saves her, something like that? Oh. What, you popped out during that? Jesus. Oh. Maybe that's why that she, maybe they're gonna factor that in. The fact that her mom got bit during birth. That's why she's immune. That baby quieted down real quick. Oh, and the baby's not happy about this. Oh.
You fucking tell him, Ellie.
Why is this making me emotional?
Hi. So tough.
They should be terrified of you.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
I approve. We get one last cold open. We get one more, and then it's gonna be radio silence for at least a year. Oh, this is after the... Okay, the Fireflies probably find her. If I recall, or what they're probably gonna do...
Anna?
Oh, no, they knew her. Sup? Oh.
It's not your fault.
We were delayed getting out of the zone.
She's hungry. I didn't want to nurse her. I cut it before I was bit. Before. Take her with you to Boston. Find someone to bring her up and make sure that she's safe.
I can't do that.
And I want you to give her this. Her name is Ellie. How long have we known each other?
Our whole lives.
So you pick her up right now, and then you kill me.
It's so fitting for her to have played this character.
I can't kill you.
Please, no. Please, please,
You got it.
please. No.
You can't let her turn into one of those things. Dying wish, the last gift you can give her.
Cover her ears.
You didn't cover shit! You didn't cover her fucking ears! What type of soldier are you? It's gonna be heavy. Shit's gonna be heavy. They even got the RV on the highway right here.
Ellie, beefaroni, Chef Boyardee.
Oh, cool.
They're a sponsor of the show. Oh, look at him. He's all smiles now.
Have you ever played this?
Boggle?
Boggle?
Oh, Lord.
It's a word game. Getting close. Hospital that way may be the one we're looking for.
I'm so ready for the moment, by the way. I already know they're going to do it. They've done so much of the game justice. I can't wait to see how they're going to... I like how we got our spring outfits, too.
I haven't played in forever. In fact, I was thinking maybe I could teach you. I bet you'd be great at it. You want to learn how to play guitar?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great.
So, from what I can tell in the trailer, I don't think they're going to go the way of the near drowning in the tunnel.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking.
Cut through that building to get around that stuff, find a skyscraper, go up and look around.
This time I was thinking we blast our way through that rubble. I found some dynamite in that RV back there.
Really?
No, so we're gonna cut through that building, find a skyscraper, go up and look around. I had you going, didn't I? Talk about bad luck.
What?
Military drops bombs. Not one of them hits the building you're trying to demolish.
Huh.
You up there, you can drop that ladder down. Maybe we go through that way.
Naturally.
You okay?
Yeah, fine.
Just you kind of seem extra quiet today, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, distracted.
Whoa.
Oh!
Damn it, Ellie!
Gotta see this!
Ellie! Ellie!
Come on!
Oh, yeah. I see the shadow. Looks so good.
What are you doing?
It's all right.
Gotta feed it.
Can you hurry up? Come on.
Hey. It's on. Like a Yoshi.
Oh, fucking cool. Come on, come on, come on, come on!
She. Ellie, don't assume a gender.
Okay.
Left the rifle. Nice. What do you call them again? It wasn't a herd of giraffe. Gaggle of geese, flock of crows, murder of ravens. Was it a congregation? No.
So,
Everything you hoped for?
is it everything you hoped for?
Jury's still out, but
Got its ups and downs.
can't deny that view.
You can't deny that view.
You don't have to go through with this.
Look, I don't know exactly where this hospital is.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Maybe there's nothing bad out there, but so far there's always been something bad out there. I'm only saying there's risk. We don't have to do this. I want you to know that.
What do you mean? What else are we supposed to do?
Nothing. We just go back to Tommy's. We forget about the whole damn thing.
After everything that I've been through,
After all we've been through,
everything I've done,
everything I've done, it can't be for nothing.
see this through, Joel.
I know you mean well. I know you want to protect me. You have. And when we're done, we'll go wherever you want. Tommy's, Sheep Ranch, the moon. I'll follow you anywhere you go. But there's no halfway with this. We finish what we started.
Let's get on with it. No, you gotta stay there. You gotta savor the moment a little bit longer. Yeah. Nailed it. Nice. Gonna give Joel that photo. Although Tommy didn't have a photo. Did he? I don't know. It just feels like they should keep that moment in the show. Right now, this is like Salt Lake City so far has been like accurate to a T.
They put these places up all around. They had me in one just like this.
Hmm?
Just for this.
The guy who shot and missed.
It was me.
Oh.
I was the guy who shot and missed.
Oh, wow. This is new.
Sarah died. And I couldn't see the point anymore. Simple as that. And I wasn't scared either. I was ready. I couldn't have been more ready. Went to pull the trigger. I flinched. Still don't know why. The reason I'm telling you all this
I
is...
know why you're telling me all this.
Yeah, I reckon you do.
So time heals all wounds, I guess.
It wasn't time that did it.
Damn.
I'm glad that didn't work out.
Me too.
You know what? All things considered, a deviation like that, I like it.
You know what I'm in the mood for?
What?
Shitty puns.
Oh. We're making apocalypse jokes like there's no tomorrow.
Yikes.
Too soon?
No, it's topical.
It's
Oh, I
topical.
love this one. Moon rocks taste better than Earth rocks. Why?
They're meteor.
Because they're meteor.
It's terrible. Those are 3 out of 10.
7.
I'll
Minimum.
give it a
Uh-uh.
5.
Oh, great.
5 out of 10.
We found him.
Where's Ellie?
She wasn't hurt. Not even a scratch. She's mostly worried about you. We lost half our crew crossing the country. I had 5 men whose only job was to protect me. I still almost got killed.
It was all her.
It was all her.
She fought like hell to get here.
She felt like hell to get here.
She would have been dead on day 1. You are the one person I never wanted to be in debt to. But I owe you. We all owe you.
Just take me to her.
Except
Prep for surgery.
she's being prepped for surgery. Our doctor, he thinks that the cordyceps in Ellie has grown with her since birth.
Why is she in surgery?
It produces a kind of chemical messenger. It makes normal cordyceps think that she's cordyceps. It's why she's immune. He's going to remove it from her, multiply the cells in a lab, produce those chemical messengers. He thinks it could be a cure, Joel.
Cordyceps grows inside the brain.
It does.
It does.
Find someone else.
Find someone else.
There is no one else. We didn't tell her. We didn't cause her any fear. There won't be any pain.
No, you take me to her. You take me to her right now! Please. You don't understand.
I was there when she was born, Joel. I promised her mother that I would save her child. I'm the only one who understands.
Take him out of here. He tries anything, shoot him.
Walk him out to the highway. If he tries anything, shoot him.
I'm curious to see what people that haven't played the game, what their reaction will be to the rest of this episode. Or 2 of them are escorting him. Oh shit, not just one.
The fuck are you doing? Keep walking. I said keep walking.
Where is she? Fuck you. I don't have time for this.
Close enough. I was kind of hoping for that scene, but that's okay. Oh, dude. This darker version of the theme. The cellos. Look at him. He's fucking calm. He's calculated. He's... Jesus. Oh, he's still gonna kill you. Oh, shit. Just mow down a bunch of innocent people. Honestly, at the end of the day, that's what they were.
Unhook her.
How did you get in here?
I said unhook her.
I won't let you take her.
Unhook her.
Oh my God. Please.
Oh, we all know. If you know, you know. Oh no. We got one final roadblock.
We can't keep her safe forever. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many people you kill, she's gonna grow up, Joel. And then you'll die, or she'll leave. How long till she's torn apart by infected or murdered by raiders? Because she lives in a broken world that you could have saved.
Maybe. But it isn't for you to decide.
Or you. So what would she decide, huh? Because I think she'd want to do what's right. It's not too late. Even now. Even after what you've done. We can still find a way.
Nice. Nice. They did it exactly like it.
Take it slow. The drugs are still wearing off. They were running some tests on you. And some others. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you. People that are immune. The doctors, they couldn't make any of it work. They've actually... They've stopped looking for a cure. Raiders attacked the hospital. I barely got you out of there.
People hurt.
Yes,
Is Marlene okay?
I'm taking us home.
Let me go, please. You just come after her.
Wait.
Let me go. You just come after her.
That's the question everybody's left with, right? Everybody's been asking themselves since the game. It's funny. Anybody who's not a parent, like me, is like, you know, as tough as it is, she could have saved all this. Even the possibility of reversing what's happened, the vaccine to save all the millions, and all the parents out there, mom, you included. Everybody's like, you know, if you don't have a kid, you want to
Well, she
understand.
got us close enough.
I get it, but
Well, Sarah and I used to hike like this all the time. I wouldn't say it was her favorite thing. She wasn't a fan of the mosquitoes and such. She was a big climber. She would have liked you. Not to say the two of you are the same, definitely different kids.
How so?
I want to say girly, and I'm not saying that you're not girly.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're not. She had a killer smile. Again, not saying that you don't. But you know why I think she'd like you? Because you're funny. I think you would have made her laugh. Anyway, I bet you would have liked her back.
Yeah, bet I would have. Hey, wait. Back in Kansas City, you asked me about the first time I killed someone. When I got bit in the mall, I wasn't on my own. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. And I had to. Her name was Riley. And she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
That's not on you.
I know it.
Look, sometimes things don't work out the way we hope. But if you just keep going, you find something new to fight for. And maybe that's not what you
Swear
want.
to me. Swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
they kept it true. That was good. That was really good. Yeah, I have like, it's not even it's a minor complaint that kind of like permeates a lot of the latter half of the season, and it's not bad. It's just, I think, again, I'm coming in from a biased perspective as someone who's played the game, and the game itself is like, you know, it's obviously longer than the show in terms of how long it takes to get through.
It sort of brings the story around to meeting Ellie for the first time and how she was first brought into this world. And there was a special level of it for me to play the mother of this character that I care so deeply about. It was an incredible day. You're dealing with real babies, which that is usually hard, but they connected so well, and it shows how strong Ellie is, of where she came from and what she had to go through.
And there's this genetic connecting between the two Ellies that we know, and this moment connects them together.
I don't know if I can talk about this scene without crying. They're fictional characters, but I do think that a wonderful gift of the series is seeing these two best friends' final words to each other in those last moments of Anna's last breaths. We know what that is when we cannot save the people that we love. To feel powerless. And Marlene certainly does in that moment, because Ellie is the child of her best friend since childhood.
The horror of it all is that that's why the ending has to be the way it is. The ending is something that people have been arguing about for over a decade. Should Joel have done what he did? And a lot of people will say no, and a lot of people will say yes. In the end, the only thing we can be sure of is that we understand why he did it, and we understand that Ellie would not have wanted him to do it.
Yeah.
That complexity is why The Last of Us as a narrative is so gorgeous. It's why it's the most beautiful story told in the entire genre of video games. It's why Neil is a genius, and it's why I wanted to make the show in the first place.
Man, it's done. Season 1 is done. Man. Overall, so great. When you're lost in the darkness, infected, long, long time, please hold to my hand, endure and survive, kin, Left Behind, When We Are in Need, and Look for the Light. My gut reaction is to give this series a... It's always weird. When it comes to movies, I go for like an out of 5 score. For shows, it's always a little bit different. I don't know why I always think out of 10. Right now, I'm sitting at an 8 out of 10. I gotta think on it, stew on it. I've seen most of the episodes multiple times, but I kind of want to give it another like watch over as well, like a binge watch. You know what I'm saying? I'll give my thoughts in an actual like my in-depth thoughts in an actual review. The only complaints I have about the series, the only deviation complaint that I really cared about was in episode 6 with Kin. I felt like they did a injustice to the University of Eastern Colorado and Joel's injury and all that, which is mostly a complaint coming from someone who has played the game and was judging it on like based from an adaptational standpoint. Aside from that, like again, my complaints are only from a place of adaptation. Like I think that some sequences here and there, they got the key scenes and the key moments right, but my only complaint is that they didn't like flesh them out even more. They didn't really like sit on it. I felt like this would have done better if there was one more episode. I think 9 is too little. I think it's too little because most HBO shows you see are about 10 episodes, and considering the fact that some of these are, you know, like even the first one's like an hour and 20, and some of these are like, an hour 20, hour 15, but then some of them are like 45, or the fact that the finale, the season finale is 43 minutes, is just like extremely consolidated. I don't know if that was like a budgeting thing or if that was like a how can we like best navigate this narrative type of deal. I don't know, but for the most part, like through 80 to 90% of the show, the adaptations and the deviations have been killer. All good choices, no major complaints. I would have liked to have stayed with some of these moments and characters a little bit longer, but the most difficult part for me is judging it based solely on the merits of it as a show. As a show, I can't think of much in the way of complaints, but part of me needs to give it another watch and completely try to throw the idea of the game out of my head. Like, I don't know if I can do that as a thought experiment, but to watch the show again, but not with the notion in my head of, oh, this exists as a game, but oh, this is just a show. I do plan on making a review video, and I don't know if it'll be the same thing in the review video or not, but I do want to do an episode ranking. And I'm getting so involved in this only because, like I've made mention before, Last of Us is a very important game for me for a number of reasons, and I might get emotional here. My best friend who had died back in 2014, I still, one of the biggest regrets I have in life, only because I couldn't figure out how to record properly back then. We had to just play Last of Us and not record our reaction. But we played through the original Last of Us game before he died, and we both loved it, and it was a solid point of connection for both of us to experience that. And I know that he would have loved this as much as I've loved it on this journey and all that. So it's just whenever I see shit like this and everything, I just like think of him when he's with me. And he would have been as happy, if not somehow even more ecstatic. He would have been on the Pedro Pascal hype train, just like the rest of us. But the game has a special place in my heart, as does Part 2. I love video games, and I love to see when video games are adapted into a show or a movie. And in this case, it does my heart. People have called me an old soul. This soul's been through a lot in life, but I will say that stuff like this are some of the few respites that do bring me joy and comfort. The fact that the medium that I love so much of video games to be able to be successfully and beautifully adapted shows that it is fucking possible, right? Because everybody out there thinks there's a curse out there because people keep fucking up with these properties and all that. And it's possible if you pay respect to the source material, and you get the right showrunners and writers and people who give a shit about what they're doing, whether it's consulting the original creators, some of the original cast, getting new blood in there, talent. The talent is the main thing of it, but regardless of my minor gripes, I am beyond happy, and I'm so proud to see that a video game that I love, that so many people knew about, but even more people didn't know about, is now being exposed to even millions and millions and millions. The viewer count since episode 1 has doubled, tripled, and is probably close to 10 million by the time this wraps up, and people love it. And they don't just love it because it's popular, because it's got this person or that person. It's a great in moments it's a fantastic fucking show. And that's what we were hoping to see. Before I got into the show, I was cautiously optimistic about whether it was going to be good or not, and the trailers looked good, and I was worried and worried, and then since episode 1, I was like, they fucking did it. They did it. This makes me happy, you know. I think part of what makes me happy is that so many more people get to experience this story, because so often, and I've fought this. God, getting all emotional. I fought this fight as if this is like cancer, like a fucking fight, or like an actual war. I fought this fight for years, which is that millions of people out there, including people that are close to me, have never always taken video games like seriously, right? They mean a lot more than what people give them credit for. And they're not just fucking go around and shoot people. They're not just stupid distractions or anything. Yeah, they can be a form of escapism from life, but there's stories and there's experiences, and there's just been shit that's gotten me through a lot of hard times in life. You know, I had the occasional multiplayer friend and all that, but at the end of the day, it was just like these. It's the narrative-driven games that are really like just made the experiences, these characters, these narratives, these connections that I've formed, that a lot of people have formed to these types of things. I won't prattle on too much about it, but it does mean a lot to me. That's what it is. It's me being a mess. Jesus Christ. It does my heart good to see me getting emotional over fucking video games and all that, and to think that this is the part that evokes emotion is not the episode itself, but it's the headspace and the thought that I'm in right now when I'm thinking about all this. But I'll leave it at that. I was actually pleasantly surprised to see the amount of views that some of these reaction videos got. So I know some of you enjoyed them. I appreciate that. It was really fun making these. I want to do more. I just felt like I wanted to, but I also needed to do a reaction to this series. Anybody who came along with me on this journey that has played the game, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and you know as much as I do how much this means to us and the community, and just like that, just it's important. It was so important for them to get this right, and the fact that they got this as right as it did is such a big fucking win. It's a big win. And to any of you who have never played the game, and are watching this reaction, I hope that you also enjoyed this show and this journey, and you can see like exactly like you haven't played the game, but you've seen the show and you've seen how good the show is by itself, and the fact that hopefully you realize like this show is an adaptation of the game. That's the source material. Like, play the game by all means. Games are to be taken as seriously as other mediums out there, and I feel like a lot of people will just easily write them off, but they mean something to a lot of us. Thank you guys and gals so much for watching, and stay tuned for, I'll do more reactionary content for sure. I'll do an actual review of this in the near future. I gotta collect my thoughts, and I'm sure in like a year and a half, 2 years, however long it takes, Last of Us Season 2, get ready for even more heartbreak and devastation. Goodbye, travelers.